over here.
Say hey, everybody.
Oh, yeah, we can do it.
Hi.
So as we approach here, I'm gonna slow down and pull over, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what you're looking at if you haven't been up there yet. Baxter Peak sits back about 20-30 feet from there. To the right of that, that is the knife edge, the notorious knife edge. And that other little peak right before the end there, that is Pomola Peak. And this is our very sacred mountain, the Penobscot Nation. On Labor Day, they come here and they take up Katahdin Stream and A-Ball, and they do a 100-mile pilgrimage to get here. This happens every year. And they go to Pomola Peak and have the young people, the young braves and the women will come up here, have their little ceremony, and come back down. The elders stay at Katahdin Stream and A-Ball, and they pretty much have their little drum circles. He had to weigh 1,000 pounds, and he had a humongous wreck.
We're off. Let's go live in the woods.
It turns into, just so long as I'm cremated and you make me into a firework.
Just make sure my cats are taken care of. We are currently heading up A-Ball Trail to the summit of Mount Katahdin. There are multiple trails up to the top, and there's a whole slew of us. We're going up A-Ball, is one of the easier trails to go up. Then we get to the peak, we're going to come down the Hunt Trail, which is the Appalachian Trail. So that'll be a little bit easier way coming up, and then having fun coming down. Whew, it's about 4 miles up, and it is just up, 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 up. Lots of rocks. I'll show you guys. Having some fun, first day. I gotta go up all that. Looks like we're getting to the good stuff now. Oh. There she is. Up there. That's where I'm going. Anybody know what kind of poop this is? Maybe moose poop? Fun. Can't imagine a moose, big old moose getting up here. Whew. Whoop. So now, I'm pretty sure it's the part where I get to put away my trekking poles. About to be climbing hand over hand on this part. Here we go, let me see. Up. I'm going up that all the way to the tippy top. Time to say goodbye to the poles. That is the trail. I'm not gonna lie, this is really hard, but it's okay. I can do hard things. Getting close to the top. I see the 3 people ahead of me. They just got to the top. Then from there, it's a pretty flat walk to the summit. Look how. Here we go. Whoop. That's some of our people up there. Hey. relatively flat walk to the summit, to the sign, to mile 0. Whew. Whew, that was a blast. I think that's it. That's the summit. There it is. I see it. It's right there.
Go back down to there, and it's I mean, they're distance-wise. He's watching you right next to you. He said it like, favorite, I want to get a picture of the writing. Thanks.
Because with a baby.
2,193 miles to go.
Are you doing okay?
Yep.
Yeah, and it wasn't that easy.
Not for us.
Which one did y'all go up?
Able.
1 mile on the Appalachian Trail. Now heading down the hunt trail. Looks a little scary. Okay, so it's gotten a little bit better. It's not quite as crazy anymore. And I've got my trekking poles again, so it's not complete rock climbing. I'm about 2 miles back to Katahdin Stream Campground, where I will be sleeping tonight. I'm going to sleep good tonight. I am about 15 minutes away from my campsite, my first night on the Appalachian Trail, and I'm back to just flat ground. It's just a flat walk to the campsite, which is a very welcome sight. Some thoughts for today. This was the most difficult hike of my entire life. This is probably, this is probably the most strenuous physical thing I've ever done. Is today's hike, and I'm wiped out. My legs feel like jelly. Everything is sore. I just want to take off my shoes and put on my glitter Crocs. That's all I want. I also didn't have lunch today. I had half of a Subway sandwich that I was gonna bring, but I left it in the fridge at the lodge. So I'm also running low on energy, so eat a butt ton of food when I get to camp and zonk out. But I'm really happy despite it being so sore and being just wiped out. I am so happy to be out here, and all this butt kicking this mountain has done to me, it's worth every ounce of discomfort, worth every ounce of pain, because I'm going to get stronger. And this is the biggest, baddest mountain on the entire Appalachian Trail, and I've already done it. I've already done the craziest mountain and the craziest section of trail. I am set up at my campsite for my first night on the Appalachian Trail. The cool part about my campsite, it is the first or last, depending on how you think about it, campsite on the entire trail. That goes up to the top of Katahdin, and it's the very last campsite, or first campsite, that you can stay at. It's the very first one. Pretty cool. Got all my setup ready to go. I am very tired. I'm gonna pass out. All in all, today was a fantastic day. I hiked 5.3 miles of actual trail, even though I hiked a lot more than that today. You had to hike up to the top to actually start. So even though I hiked a bunch, only 5 miles actually count. Tomorrow, I'll probably go to the next shelter, which is 13.5 miles. And I'll set up camp there. It's supposed to be a pretty chill, easy day. It's after the craziness of that mountain of a beast of a mountain. It is going to be relatively flat terrain tomorrow. And just 13 miles, kind of recovering from today and the craziness that it was. I'm so sore. I'm going to be sore tomorrow. So just taking it easy. 13 miles of flat ground to get to my next campsite tomorrow.